Welcome to This Fat Girl Life, a podcast about self worth, loving yourself as you are, and body image. My name is Kimberly, and I am your host. We're back again, and tonight I am joined by the lovely Miss Elisa Thickson. Thank you so much for coming on my show.
Oh, you're welcome. Thank you so much for having me. I'm so excited.
Of course. So, you are a discovery or a divorce recovery coach. What
That's
is
right.
that?
What that is I help single parents recover from their divorce. I help them recover from sometimes abusive relationships, and I help guide them through the divorce process. So, the court process, how to handle your exes, even how to, handle the kids if you have kids, and and how you want to take your life as a single person. Like, what do you want to see happen? Do you want to be in a new relationship? How much are you needing to heal from your past relationship? How do you want to move forward? And it's such a shocking time. So people sometimes need help figuring out that next step.
Right.
Hmm.
So, now what spurred you into going into this field?
Well, I am divorced. I'm a single parent of a 16-year-old. He's going to be 17 in a couple of weeks. I I started my career actually as a family law legal assistant, and I was doing that well up until my son was about 2. And what I found at 2 was I had a really hard time hearing So I had a hard time hearing what other parents would put their kids through, like the CFS cases. And I found I was always helping the clients find a faster way to deal with their divorce issues than going through lawyers. So when you're an assistant, you can't really do that.
Right.
Right?
That makes sense.
Yes. And I found I was always falling behind in the administrative work because I didn't care. I didn't care if stuff got done. I wanted to help the people. So
Okay.
that's when I started looking into life coaching um, and why I help people move past abusive relationships is I was in a narcissistic relationship as well. I have experience, I've recovered from narcissistic abuse. So I actually have done up some courses on how to heal from it and kind of
Okay.
how to get out of that ongoing game playing, I guess, is what I call it.
And that's something that's a lot more common than I think people realize.
Mm-hmm.
Because I personally went through the same thing.
Okay.
So I've been there, done that. Feel like
Right.
I've written a book about it. You know,
Yes.
and
Mm-hmm.
it's something that if you don't heal from it, you will go right back into it. I can speak from
Yes.
personal experience. I was in my first marriage, which was not a great marriage.
Right.
Did not heal from divorce, just kind
Right.
of pushed forward
Mm-hmm.
and went into my second marriage, which was even, got even worse.
Yes.
And it wasn't until I took time to heal myself,
Mm-hmm.
realize my worth, and love myself that I
Right.
finally discovered, this is what I deserve to have. And
Exactly.
my husband and I joke that, when we first met, we sat down and had a conversation of, this is what I need from you.
Mm-hmm.
And if you can't give it to me, that's fine. But if
Right.
you say you're going to do it, then I'm going to hold you to it.
Exactly. Absolutely. And that is exactly what I teach. And that's exactly what I practice myself.
Awesome.
Because
So
mhm.
now, how does self esteem work into that?
Well, how self-esteem works into that, especially okay, so when you've gone through a narcissistic abusive relationship, is even when you go into it, you can have all this, self-esteem and think all of this stuff about yourself, but then they put you down and they mentally do these things to you. They emotionally abuse you. So when you're done, you are left with nothing. You don't, a lot of the times you don't think anything of yourself and you're lonely. You almost can miss having that gain. So you need something to
Exactly.
fill that void because you don't know anything about yourself. You're lost, you're confused. So you go into another relationship. But what happens is your self-esteem is at zero. So you're going to get even worse because now you're attracting all the negative, all the abusive people because you're codependent and you need someone. You don't want someone, you need someone.
Mm-hmm.
So that's when I step in and I say, okay, so your thoughts, which is your self-esteem, your thoughts that you have about yourself, are at zero. So we need to build you up into getting those positive thoughts about yourself back. And we have to turn it into self-confidence, which means you're going to now believe these things about yourself. Because if you don't believe them, if you only think them, someone can come in and change those thoughts. But if you believe them and you know what you want, no one's going to change that. And that'll help you overcome the codependency, the loneliness. You have to spend some time with yourself and just work on rebuilding so that you can go ahead and in life and get what you want and be happy and get out of that emotional abusive circle.
And I love that you actually defined, that self confidence description and everything, because there are a lot of people that probably don't understand what that is.
That's
So
right.
thank you for defining that.
Oh, you're welcome.
Now, sorry, I have an itch.
Okay.
One thing that you mentioned was that, being lonely and
Right.
taking time for yourself. I think honestly, and please let me know if you disagree, that
Mhm.
is like the hardest part is learning to be okay with being alone.
Yes. Yes, you are absolutely right. That is the hardest part. And that's what I help women with. To cure that loneliness, why don't we look into some activities that you used to like to do? And you maybe want to go back into it because it'll help cure that loneliness. Because that is the hardest part is yeah, being alone. But I teach, okay, you know, you're on your own, but now it's you time. So, you get to do in your house whatever you want. You want to leave the kitchen a mess, leave it a mess. You know, you want to make noise, you go ahead and you make noise. You want to go out in the morning, you go out in the morning. You don't have anybody to answer to. Let's start enjoying the time alone instead of thinking, okay, oh gosh, am I lonely? I need someone here because I can't stand it. No, let's just change that around a bit.
Yeah, make it a positive.
Exactly.
I think one of the things that I did when I first, um, got out of rehab and did all, went through all that and
Hmm.
started to heal myself, I used to actually take myself out on a date,
Yes.
get dressed up, go through the whole rigmarole,
Yep.
and have a date with myself.
That's right. That's right. I've done that too. Yeah, absolutely. I'll even do it in the morning. I'll get myself, like, not completely fancy, but looking nice. I'll put my makeup on, do my hair, go do my grocery shopping, maybe take myself out for coffee, and continue on my day. And then you've
See,
got all the confidence.
now you just became my hero because I don't have the energy to do that in the morning.
I don't do it every morning either. Thank you.
I mean,
Sometimes it's tough. I'll admit it, but
today is the day that I work from home. You can see there's no makeup. Yeah, that just did not
you look
happen.
fabulous. You look fabulous.
Oh,
I
thank
wear
you,
a lot
love.
myself just to cover up the little, the little things. But
The little imperfections that come with, getting older in life.
unfortunately, yes, that's right.
So I know you said that you've created some programs to help women through this. Um,
That's right.
a lot of women, though, they may be in a place, especially with everything that's happened recently, where they don't have those extra funds to
Hmm.
be able to invest in life coaching and invest in that.
That's
What
right.
suggestions do you have for somebody who is in that position where they know they need that, but
Hmm.
they just don't have the extra money to invest?
What I do is I do offer some free sessions. Like I'll offer a 2-week coaching program. I do work with people's budgets. So if they can only pay, let's, for example, say $50 a month, and let's say even for 3 months, I say, okay, let's do this and we'll look at things in 3 months. Because in 3 months, they could be stronger. They may be wanting a new job because that happens too after, an abusive relationship. Sometimes
Right.
it takes 6 months, and that's okay. That's okay too. But they may find, okay, I was doing this job because it suited my partner, but it doesn't suit me anymore. It doesn't suit my interests. It doesn't suit my wants, my needs. I want to look for something else. Well, I'll help you look for that something else because I know
Um,
how important it is to get the help.
yeah. Honestly, that totally just reminded me of a scene from the movie The Runaway Bride with Julie Roberts and Richard Gere. Have you seen that movie?
I have.
With the eggs.
Yes. Yes, exactly.
I've
Exactly.
I've never really thought of it as that correlation, but that's what it is.
Yes, that's right. Yeah, absolutely.
Nice.
I do also will do like some free coaching for testimonials because those help as well too.
Okay.
And I do post little nuggets of coaching tips on my Facebook page. I do that every day.
Okay.
So some people may find that useful.
Well, tell you what, when we're done with this, send
Hmm.
me a link to your Facebook page. I
Okay.
will post it
Okay.
on my page so that if
Sure.
anybody is wanting to reach out, if they're in that place where they need that divorce recovery
Mhm.
coaching and assistance, they can reach out to you. I'd love to do that for you.
Sure, that would be great. I appreciate it. So,
Not a
yeah,
problem.
I know what it's like to need the help and you have no money. So I like to work with people on,
I
okay, how can we get you the help that you need, you
I
know?
absolutely love that. I love that you do that. So I definitely want to, help out with that and, bring some people over to you if I can.
Yeah,
Um,
that would be great.
so is there anything that you would like to add about what you do or, the importance of it?
Well, the importance of it is to know and love yourself. And when you're going through this after being in an abusive relationship, you know, it's not you. Don't beat yourself up about it. Narcissists are master manipulators and they actually prey on the caring, on the people who have empathy skills and care for people. That's who they go after. So, I mean, top-notch doctors fall for people who are narcissists. There's no limits, and it doesn't mean stop being caring, stop being empathetic. Just love yourself. No, it's nothing you've done. Just need to heal and maybe and just continue to love yourself. And if you need help, there's help out for you.
Exactly.
It is a tough time, but you do get through it.
Well, that does lead to my final question. I told
Okay,
you I was going to have one for you.
that's right.
What is one thing that you love about yourself?
The one thing I love about myself is my zest for life. And well, okay, I'm going to add two. My zest for life and my ability to help others. The fact that I want to help others. I know it's attracted maybe some unlikely characters, but I wouldn't change that for anything in the world.
I think sometimes that's kind of what builds us to who we are.
Exactly. Exactly. Absolutely. There's a reason why things happen.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Well,
Hmm.
Eliza, thank you so much for coming on the show tonight. I
Oh,
have
you're
so
welcome.
loved having you here.
Oh, thank you. I love being here.
And definitely send me that link. I will post that link. I'll create a little Canva thing for you and post it on there,
Okay.
and let people know about your Facebook page, so they can reach
Okay.
out to you if they need to.
Sure, that would be wonderful. I really appreciate that.
Not a
More
problem
people I
at
can help,
all.
the better. Yeah, thank you. Thank
Of
you for
course.
having me.
Of course. It's been
Yeah.
fun. Well,
Yes.
guys, that is all for tonight. Next week, I am going to be joined by Miss Javette Love, who is the Miss Plus America 2020, or Miss Plus Florida 2020 for the Miss Plus
No.
America pageant. So you're definitely not going to want to miss it. Join us
No.
here next week, and I hope everybody has a great night.
Great. Thank you.
All
Thank you for joining.
right.